Chapter 7, Lesson 1, Equations. Content targets. Students understand that equations can be solved using mental math and the guess, check, and revise strategy. Language targets. Students will demonstrate their understanding by solving equations mentally using mental math or the guess, check, and revise strategy. So when you replace a variable, which is any letter, with a value, which is a number, that results in a true sentence, you solve the equation. That value for the variable is the solution of the equation. So in example 1, is 3, 4, or 5 the solution of the equation a plus 7 equals 11? So in this case, I'm going to try each one of these three numbers, 3, 4, and 5, for the variable a. So a plus 7 equals 11. Here I'm going to take away my variable a, and I'm going to put in the 3. That's my value for the variable. 3 plus 7 equal 11. That's a no. So I go back and I try 4. So a is now 4. Is 4 plus 7, 11. Yes. But just to make sure, we're going to try 5 as well. So if my variable is 5, I take out the a, I put in 5. 5 plus 7 equals 12. That means no. So the solution for a equals 4, because 4 is the only one that gives me the correct value of 11. So when I look at example 2, it says solve g minus 7 equals 3 mentally. Well, g, since it's at the beginning, has to be a large number. I have to have a large number to subtract 7 to equal 3. So to solve for g, I have to use addition. So to solve for g, I want to add 7 to both sides. I want to get my variable by itself. I want to get the g by itself. In order to do that, I have to do the opposite of subtract 7, which is to add 7. Whatever I do to one side of my equation, I have to do to the other. So 7 minus 7 is 0. They cancel out. All I'm left with is g. 7 plus 3 is 10. So I can do this simple strategy, or I can try different numbers, as in my guess and check. Example 3 says the total cost of a pair of skates and knee pads is $63. The skates cost $45. Use a guess, check, and revise strategy to solve the equation 45 plus k equals 63 to find the k, which is the cost of the knee pads. So 45 plus k equals 63. So I know that 45 plus 10 is 55. And I know that 55 plus 5 more is 60. And I know that 60 plus 3 is 63. So what do I have to add to 45 to get 63? I look right here in this column, which is 10 plus 5 plus 3, which is 18. K equals 18. So for our GATA problems, letter A, is 4, 5, or 6 a solution of the equation C plus 8 equals 13? So again, I take my equation C plus 8 equals 13, and I try each one of these numbers up here, 4, 5, and 6. So if I use 4, C equals 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. That's a no. How about 5? If C is 5, 5 plus 8 equals 13. That's a yes. And we have to try 6 as well. 6 plus 8 is 14. That's a no. So for letter A, the value of C, to make that a true statement, is 5. Letter B, solve 9 minus x equals 2 mentally. So 9 minus some number equals 2. I know that if I count 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm subtracting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So x equals 7. The last one, letter C, it says the difference between an ostrich's speed and a chicken's speed is 31 miles an hour. An ostrich can run at a speed of 40 miles per hour. Use mental math or guess check and revise strategy to solve the equation 40 minus C equals 31 to find C, the speed of a chicken can run. So if I have 40 minus C equals 31, again, I can look at this as saying, what can I subtract from 40 to get 31? Well, I know 40 minus 5 is 35, which is close to 31, but not quite there. But I know 35 minus 4 is 31. So to find the value of C, I take these two numbers and add those together. So 5 plus 4 is 9. So 40 minus 9 equals 31. So C equals 9. So solving multiplication and division equations mentally. Multiplication and division equations are solved in similar ways to addition and subtraction. We look at doing the opposite, or filling in our values. So number 4 says, is 3, 4, 5 the solution of the equation 18 equals 6z? So we know from last chapter, in chapter 6, that anytime we have a number and a variable side by side, that simply means that we multiply 6 times some number equals 18. So again, we use those three numbers, 3, 4, and 5, to put in for our variable. So we take out the z, I'm going to put in a 3. 6 times 3 equals 18. Yes, that works. But we have to try the other numbers. So let's try 4. Take out the z, put in my 4. 4 times 6 equals 18. No. 6 times 4 is 24. So since we know 4 didn't work, we know that 5 is not going to work because that's going to be more. And 18 equals 6 times 5. Well, 6 times 5 is 30, so that means no. So the only value for z has to be 3. Z equals 3. Number 5, where it says solve 16 divided by some number equals 8 mentally. And this is an S, not a 5. So I simply am going to count by eights. 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. I can use a multiplication chart here as well. So how many eights do I need to get 16? Well, here's 1 and there's 2. So S, my variable, equals 2. 16 divided by 2 equals 8. Is 2, 3, or 4 the solution of the equation 4n equals 16? So again, 4n equals 16. This is the same as 4 times n equals 16. So I'm going to use these three values for n to see which one of those work for 16. So I'm going to take 3, I'm going to multiply 4, because that's going to stay the same, times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Is 8 equal to 16? No. I try 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. Does that equal 16? No. So let's try the last one, which is 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. Yes. So 4 is our value for n. N equals 4. And the last one, solve 24 divided by W equals 8. Again, this is my value that I'm trying to find the answer to. So if I count by eights, 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40, I can see that there's 1, 2, 3 numbers to get to 24. So W has to equal 3.